Hey, it's your girl Twan. What up, what up, what up? Hey, and you are now watching Twan. Hey, so if you are new to my channel, I am Twan the Mystik, okay? I'm a rapper, I'm a tarot reader, I'm an artist, an interior designer, product junkie lover, okay? And I have a business called House Mystik. On House Mystik, I sell spiritual art, spiritual decor, spiritual baths, incense, you see that smoke? Incense, sage, crystals, like things for the home and the body, that are really easy to use, raises the vibration, things like that. I also have my tarot readings and astrology readings on there as well. So if those are some things that interest you, make sure you go to housemystik.com. All right. The link, of course, will be in my description. So if you didn't catch that, yes, you can go ahead and go to my description. Okay. So, anywho, I'm doing something new here, Tarot with Twan, where I was already doing this on my Instagram, but I was like, I want to make it a video that I put on YouTube, because I want to start putting more videos on here. So shout out to everyone that has subscribed, and if you're not subscribed, okay, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that like button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you're updated every time I drop something new, okay? Because I'm going to be dropping more content. I know I told y'all that before, but I am this time, okay? I am. So anywho, like I said, this is a new thing I'm doing here with doing readings for the signs for the week. I'm gonna try to do this every week for you guys, because I was already doing the little graphics that I post every week, but I'm like, I want to make this into a video, put it on my YouTube, just making a lot of changes with how I market and make content, stuff like that. So I'm going through a lot of changes. Anywho, so as usual, I split my readings into 4 sections, and for each element. So the elements are the fire signs, which is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, the water signs, which are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, the earth signs, which are Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn, and the air signs, which are Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. Okay, so the timestamps will be in the description. So, if you want to skip through, go ahead. And also just know that each of these readings are for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, and Mercury too. So make sure you go check out all of those videos for whichever elements you have in your chart. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and get into your reading for this week. All right. Hello, my beautiful and fellow earth signs. Okay, and the earth signs are Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. This is for sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Mercury in those signs. And yeah, we'll be talking about what's happening for you this week. All right, so the first 2 cards I'm going to pick, it has to do with basically the overall theme for this week for you. So we have compromise, the lighting, okay, so we also have work through your fears. So basically the overall theme for you guys, I feel like I think it's interesting because we do have new moon in Scorpio, but that's going to be next month. But we do have new moon in Libra coming up this week. So I feel like what this indicates is this week for you, Mercury is in Scorpio right now, isn't it? Yeah. So I do feel like this week you're going to be uncovering, or you've probably even been doing this, like uncovering a lot of fears that you have, like maybe realizing like how certain things trigger you. Maybe it's certain beliefs that you've had since you were a kid that you're realizing like, wow, this does not serve me, or things people have said to you or about you. You're realizing like, wow, okay, this really does not serve me. So you're trying to do away with a lot of the beliefs that just don't serve you, okay? And I also feel like you guys are undergoing a transformation, which I feel like has been going on for a while, because if you don't know, Uranus is in Taurus. So if you have like sun, moon, rising in an earth sign, yeah, that Uranus in Taurus might be affecting you. Or also if you have Capricorn, Uranus in Capricorn, it's also affecting you with that too. So anywho, yeah, a lot of you guys are undergoing like a transformation, like changes that's been like it's so gradual. Maybe you didn't even realize it, but now it's like sudden. I feel like sudden changes may even happen for you this week, and that's probably why it's coming to my mind. But yeah, I feel like expect the unexpected, okay? Expect the unexpected. And also with compromise, I do think this has to do with relationships, because we do have that new moon in Libra coming up, like I said. And I do think this is a good time for you to collaborate, because we even have the Three of Cups. We have Three of Cups. That card is epitome of collab, okay? So yeah, collaboration, probably with your friends. I do think a lot of you guys have people in your circle, whether it's your friends, your family, your boo, that have great talents, like, and it would do well, like like whatever you guys do together would do well, okay? So this is a great time for you to collaborate. But I think what's also interesting is we have the Hermit. We have the Hermit, and that's crazy because that's about being by yourself. But I think what it's trying to say here is, I think what you're wanting, Earth signs, is to build a community. Like you're wanting to build some type of community, but it's like you want the relationships to be intimate, okay? Like where it's like you really know these people. So I'm wondering if some of you guys are like wanting to attract your soul tribe, or you're wanting to, like, let's say if you're building a brand or something, like you're wanting to have some, like, you know, followers that you can connect with, or you have like a YouTube channel. For some of you guys, I'm hearing YouTube channel, or like a podcast, or like something where you know, it's like you're almost building a community, okay? Maybe you make content for social media or something like that. That's what I'm hearing clearly for a lot of you guys. So I do think a lot of you guys are wanting to build a community where the relationship is more intimate, or people get to know you. You want to show the world yourself more, or something like that. So if there's any of you that been thinking about starting a YouTube channel, you know, to give more info to people, connect with people more, you want to start a YouTube channel, you want to start like an Instagram, you want to start something along those lines, this would be a good time. Or for some of you guys, I feel like non-profit, doing something with like non-profit, or like some type of organization thing. Okay, I don't know where that's coming from, but maybe some of you guys need to hear that. But anywho, we also have Knight of Cups. So yeah, collaboration. This week, you should definitely talk to some people about collaborating. There's people that want to collaborate with you. Maybe you're a brand, your own brand, and you will be collaborating with another brand or something like that. Or for some of you guys, it could be you going back to school, or you like taking online courses or something like that. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, but this week, I definitely feel like working with people, or beginning to talk to people about like possibly working together, I think could be very, very beneficial for you. Let's see what we have here. The Hierophant reverse. So this definitely goes along with the fears card. I do think a lot of you guys this week will be uncovering a lot of your fears, or you should, because maybe you like, because I feel like there's a thing with you where sometimes you overthink so much that you don't do nothing at all. You overthink so much sometimes that you don't do anything, or like you put, or maybe you just, not that you don't do anything, but you hold off on certain projects for so long because you overthink it. Maybe you've been overthinking it, and there's some type of project that you've been wanting to do for a long time. And I do think Spirit is like kind of making things shift so that you can actually start working on this project once and for all, okay? Or like maybe Spirit has been trying to make way for some type of new opportunity or something, because this Knight of Cups is definitely making me think like news, like some type of news that comes to you in your inbox, your email, your DMs, your DMs on Twitter, you know, stuff like that. So pay attention to your DMs this week. Okay, so the first card well, not the first card, but another card that came out was the Star Family. You're part of a team of souls calling support. So yeah, collaboration, okay? I do feel like there's people around you that you could collaborate with, or there will be people coming to you that's like, oh, I want to collab with you. Or it could be what I was talking about with building community. Like maybe you're wanting to like do something more with the community, or like just build a relationship with more people or something like that. For a lot of you guys, I keep hearing like YouTube or like an email list or something where you can connect with people more or something like that. Or it could even just be like, you know, you need to spend more time with your family or something like that. But I do think like making a connection with more people, okay? So we have baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, some of you guys be overthinking. You want to do something. There's something that you've been saying, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And you overthink it so much sometimes that you haven't taken complete action on it. Like you haven't taken complete action on it. And baby steps definitely is saying, do it even if it doesn't make sense. Because earth signs, I know we be thinking a little too hard sometimes. We'll be like, oh yeah, I want to do this, I want to do that. But then it's like you start maybe sometimes feeling overwhelmed because you're like thinking about, oh, there's a fly in here. But you start thinking about all the stuff that you have to do in order to make this complete project. I know. I get it. Okay, so wow, another card talking about relationships. So Star Brothers, Taurus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. So yeah, collab. Okay, collab. I think possibly even working with your family, like your actual family, your kids or your spouse, or like your friends that feel like family, would be so beneficial for you. Okay. I'm definitely feeling it. And also I feel like, yeah, the people, I mean, of course use discernment, but I do feel like there's going to be some people though that reach out to you that say like, hey, I want to not work out with you. Well, maybe for some of you guys, but maybe there's some people that reach out like, I want to collaborate with you. I want to work with you. Or for some of you guys, it could be like some type of job opportunity. And you like maybe you put your resume or something out there, and now it's like people are hitting you back like, oh, okay, I like what was on your resume, I want to interview you, you know, things like that. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I think relationships is a big thing, because the compromise card came out. So I do think working with people where you guys like put your heads together this week is something that will be happening, or should, because I think you work well by yourself. You do, because the Hermit card we have here, you work well by yourself, but collaborating with other people, I feel like will take you to the next level, and building relationships, networking, you know, things like that will take you to the next level. Okay. So yeah, now I'm gonna pick 3 cards. Okay, 3 cards. They're affirmation cards, and they're gonna be for each sign. Okay, because this is the earth signs, but I wanted to give a specific message for each sign. Okay. Okay, so the first card is an affirmation for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in Taurus, and it's the universe has my back. I repeat, the universe has my back. Okay. That is an affirmation that you should definitely say this week. If you know, because we have the work through your fears card. So you need to trust that the universe has your back, Taurus, okay? The next card we have here is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mercury in the sign of Virgo. And the affirmation is, hope is a conduit for miracles. Hope is a conduit for miracles. So yet another card that's addressing that fear, the work through your fears. Okay, so hope is a conduit for miracles. Remember that this week. Okay. All right, so for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mercury in Capricorn, your card is, I am the loving energy of the universe. I repeat, I am the loving energy of the universe. I am the loving energy of the universe. So that is your affirmation to say this week, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mercury in Capricorn, okay? All right, so that is your reading, earth signs, okay? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mercury in an earth sign, okay? If this reading resonated with you, please leave a comment, all right? Subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit that like button and make sure you hit that that notification bell, so you're updated every single time I drop a new video, all right? And if you're interested in a reading, of course, remember to go to housemystik.com or to get this incense that's, you know, flow in here. And also, this is not required, but if you feel called to, I have my PayPal and my Cash App link in the description. And you know, if you feel called to donate, and you know, it's totally not required, but you know, it can help the channel and you know, things like that, because I really do appreciate the donations y'all do be giving. It really helps out. So yes, definitely, if you can, make sure you go to hit your girl up on Cash App or on PayPal, all right? I hope you have a great rest of the week, and I will see you again soon. Hello, my beautiful and lovely fire signs, okay? And the fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. All right, and this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mercury in those signs. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and get into your reading for this week. So the first two cards that I'm pulling are going to be all about basically what the overall theme for this week is. So the first two cards we have here are get more information. I don't know if y'all can even see that, but the next one is nothing will come of this situation. So I think that's very interesting. I want to see what else comes out, but with it saying get more information and nothing will come from this situation, I'm wondering for some of you guys if it's like you making some changes with your career. Like maybe you changing some things for your career and maybe realizing like, okay, maybe realizing you need to be more efficient with your time, because you're like, maybe you're realizing like a certain job isn't worth your time, or like doing things in a certain way isn't worth your time. And the get more information is making me think like that's probably why you need to get more information, so that you can know how to be more efficient with your time, or what will really be worth your time, okay? Especially because with nothing will come from this situation, it's just making me think wasted time, okay? Like maybe you're just realizing like you need to have better use of your time, because maybe like you were doing things in a certain way and it was like that's spirit has probably been telling you like, okay, you need to switch up how you do things, because doing it like that is not really worth your time, okay? Okay. So had to try to brighten up the light in here because the lighting keeps changing. It's really getting on my nerves. But anywho, we still gonna get this video out. So yes. Alright, so we got empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. We have here Hyrayeth, longing for home, homesick for the stars. Y'all probably can't see that, but called soul gifts and training, it's time to step up. So it's so interesting because when I was pulling these cards literally jumped out. Okay, we have your life as a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative, accountability. Okay, it's making sense. It's making sense now. Okay, double mission, light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. Wow. So first of all, I think it's very interesting because like I said, these cards jumped out when I was like shuffling the cards to put them in the piles to organize it and stuff like that. So anywho, yeah, it literally jumped out. I'm just like, what does this mean? You know what I mean? But I can see why it jumped out, because the fact that it says the first card we talked about, the nothing will come from this situation, and the get more information, we have that your life is a canvas, artist manifestation, like creative accountability. So I do think, yes, Spirit is wanting you to switch up how you do things, like, because maybe the way how you were doing it, it just wasn't yielding the results you wanted it to. So maybe Spirit is calling you to, if you have a brand, maybe switch up how you market yourself, or switch up the content, or maybe there's something Spirit has been telling you to work on. And maybe you have Earth in your chart, because I was just telling this to the Earth signs, but maybe there's something Spirit been telling you to work on, and then you kind of just put it on the back burner. Like, you put it on the back burner thinking it wasn't like worth your time, and Spirit is like, this is actually worth your time. So the other stuff you were doing, no, it's not worth the time. It's not worth it. So move on. Okay. So also with it saying manifestation, I do think this week is a good time to get more information about manifestation, because maybe you're not happy with something. Like, there's something, well, maybe not that you're not happy, but you know that there's more. Like, you know that there's more out there for you. And with the manifestation card, I feel like Spirit is definitely encouraging you to use your manifestation abilities. And it's probably that you need to get more information about that. So we got, called is, definitely saying, like, you're being called to do these certain things. So now we're holding you accountable. Like, we've given you the signs. We told you to go this way. Maybe you put something out and your Spirit is like, now that you've done this, you need to do, keep inching towards it, or inching, because for some of you guys, I'm hearing like you dropped a project, or you dropped a song, or you like started a business or something like that, and now like you're seeing like, okay, okay, you know what I mean? I know what does not work. Now I'm being called to do something that will work, or whatever. And I don't know, I just feel like you need to get more information on how to market yourself in a certain way, not in a certain way, but to reach more people, or there's just something I feel like Spirit is kind of like holding you accountable for, because maybe Spirit been telling you need to make these certain changes, or you've been noticing that you're feeling called to do certain things, and that Spirit being like, hello, listen to me, listen. Okay, so we have High Rayeth, longing for home, homesick for the stars. So this card indicates that, well, to me, it's telling me, because even how right next to it is empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours, and right over it was that get more information card. So I do think there's a lot of you guys that may actually be called to get more into, or look more into the star systems, because, or looking more into your birth chart, but I do think like maybe you're realizing how sensitive you are, and maybe you should look more into that. Like, why am I so sensitive, but maybe looking more into like protecting your energy, because I think you're very sensitive or something like that. You're like a star seed. You're a star seed, and you're very, very sensitive. So it's very important that you're cleansing yourself often. Get you some incense. You see the smoke? Get you some incense, okay? But that's really good for cleansing. Sage, Palo Santo, spiritual baths. I think this week you should do more with cleansing yourself and cleansing your space, because it's maybe there's something from your environment that's affecting you, or some type of energy that might be trying to affect you, or something like that. Or it could just be simply people saying certain things or doing certain things and not respecting your space. Do more to protect your energy, please. Okay, so we also have double mission, light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. So this card is definitely making me think that this is a creative bunch. You know, well, this is the fire signs here. So I definitely think creativity with you guys, even if you're not necessarily like a painter or something like that. I do think like you creating content, or your business, your brand or whatever, it's like also supposed to wake people up. Maybe wake people up as far as their health, their mental health, spiritual health, emotional health, emotional, spiritual, mental, physical. Yeah, all those levels, okay, of health. I think you're being called, the work that you do awakens people, it's supposed to awaken people to pay more attention to that type of health, mental, physical, emotional, or something like that. But I also feel like you create something. There's something that you create, or maybe there's some type of a product that you sell for some of you guys, or like there's some type of career that you have. It doesn't have to necessarily be like an entrepreneur type career, but I do think you're supposed to bring your love for spirituality and like being woke, okay? Being woke, you being close to spirit. You're supposed to like inject that into your work, whatever it is that you do. So yeah, it could be, like I said, a product that you make. Maybe it's a service that you offer, or maybe it's like clothing that you make, or like something like that. But you're supposed to like wake people up with the things that you create, okay? So yes, and I feel like a lot of you guys, yeah, you're multifaceted. There's a lot of you guys that are multifaceted, and spirit is like, you know, dive into your different talents more. Of course, like, you know, of course, organize yourself, but I do think you have multiple talents, and maybe you've been so focused on something that you haven't paid attention to the other talents that you may have, something like that. So okay, so I'm pulling some more cards out here. Okay, so the first card, we have 8 of Cups, but it's reversed, and it's right under the Hierophant card, longing for home, homesick for the stars. So, and it's funny because 8 of Cups has to do with like walking away, okay? Walking away to something more fulfilling, okay? So I do think for some of you guys, you're wanting to be more fulfilled, okay? You're wanting to be more fulfilled, or maybe it's not that you're not fulfilled. Maybe it's not that you're not fulfilled, but it may feel like there's something missing for some of you guys. Some of you guys may feel like there's something missing, or like you, and it kind of may go back to what I was saying as far as like, there's some type of talent that you have that spirit wants you to throw into the mix, but you kind of been like not really doing it, and it's causing you to not feel as fulfilled as you can feel. And yeah, so for some of you, it could be that you're working at a place that you hate, okay? Or for some of you guys, spirit has been telling you to learn something or do this certain project or whatever, and you haven't done it, or you've been procrastinating on it or something like that. But I don't know. Either way, I do think this week, start exploring your talents other than what you're already doing. Or it could be that you're doing so much that you're not paying attention to your personal life. I'm hearing that for some of you guys. So we have like the next card, which is 3 of Wands, but it's reversed, and it's under the empathic starseed card, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. So it makes me think, I think it's very interesting because with this card being reversed, 3 of Wands, usually upright, it has to do with like things coming to you, like the things that you put out there coming to you. And with this being reversed, it's making me think repelling. So for some of you guys, I do think you need to protect your energy way more, okay? But also, for some of you guys, I'm hearing that you, I don't want to say repel what could be for you, but I feel like for some of you guys, you push people away. For some of you guys, I'm hearing this for a certain few. For a certain few, you push people away sometimes. And I think it's because of absorbing things that were not yours, like such as toxic belief systems, or like maybe you've seen the dynamics between like your parents or just other people, and it makes you kind of push people away sometimes or not trust people. But that could be for a certain few of you as well. But I do think it has, like, with it being like that, it makes me think repelling. And it could be a good thing to repel certain energies, but I think maybe it's also saying you sometimes block your own blessings by not block them, but you make them come a little slower sometimes because of the fact that you pick up on other people's emotions or feelings that have told you you can't do what you want to do. You know, people have said so many things about you, or, you know, whatever. Maybe certain things have happened in your life that sometimes make you wonder if you could do what you really want to do. And Spirit, I feel like, is wanting you to repel those energies that make you feel crazy for your beliefs. So anyway, this one is going to be a little long, fire signs, but I feel like I had to say all of this. But you have 8 of Wands under the called card. So I do feel like it could be literally a call, like someone calling you or messaging you this week being like, oh man, like, I want to work with you. Or it could be some type of great opportunity that it's like maybe someone that's not living near you that hits you up like, hey, I got a great opportunity for you, you know. So it could be literally someone calling you, okay? Because yeah, 8 of Wands does have to do with like long distance messages. So I do feel like some of you guys might receive some really good news this week, because we even have Page of Cups, which is another card having to do with unexpected great news. Okay, so someone randomly hitting you up like, oh, you know, like, I want to work with you. Or it could even be like randomly things starting to pick up with your business or something, your brand. Or it could be like a job that you didn't expect to calling you back, you know, things like that. So we also have Queen of Wands. So Queen of Wands, that card can indicate, since it was right under the light worker starseed card, I feel like it has to do with being confident in your gifts and abilities. And I feel like, because with this card, she has her sunflower, and she's all, you know, in her yellow dress and stuff, but right under is a black cat. So I feel like it goes along with what I was saying, like your spirituality needs to be injected in whatever you make, whether it's art, whether it's like whatever it is that you do, you're meant to incorporate spirituality into there, okay? But I feel like a lot of you guys are very, very creative, and Spirit wants to use you as a vessel to like channel this universal energy, like not universal energy, but like the knowledge from the universe wants to be channeled through you into whatever you create, okay? So think about that. Okay, fire signs, so I'm trying something new where I give a specific affirmation for this week for each sign, okay? And not just general for the fire signs, but for each sign. So the first one we have for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mercury in Aries, we have, I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. And this goes right back to the get more information, because I do think Spirit is wanting you to get more information about manifestation, because I was talking about that earlier. So yeah, getting more information about manifestation and maybe certain spiritual practices you want to get into, okay? All right, so for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mercury in the sign of Leo, this is for you. My vibes speak louder than my words. My vibes speak louder than my words. So this goes back to the empathic starseed thing I was talking about. So yeah, make sure you're cleansing yourself often so that you're not absorbing what's not yours, those feelings that are just not yours, okay? From a buildup of people saying things about you, people saying certain things to you that made you fearful, or life experiences, you know what I mean? Work on that. The next card we have here for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mercury in Sagittarius, we have, I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles are natural, okay? So let me say it again. I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles are natural, okay? So, yeah, remember that, Sagittarius. All right. So this was your reading. If it resonated with you, please make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button. And yeah, hit that notification bell so you can be updated every time I drop something new, okay? I hope you have a great rest of the week, and I will see you again soon. Hello, my beautiful air signs. And the air signs are Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, of course. And this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mercury in those signs, okay? So, yeah, basically we want to see what's happening for you this week, okay? So let's go ahead and get into your reading. All right. So the first two cards I picked are basically what the overall theme for you is this week. Wow, interesting, air signs. Very interesting. So it says reconsider. Reconsider. And then we also have what do you need to release? Very interesting. Very interesting. So with those two cards coming up, I feel like this week it makes me think, yeah, reconsider what you need to release. It makes me think, yeah, you need to think about like what do you need to actually release? Like what do you really need to release right now? And maybe you need to reconsider. Maybe need to reconsider your options. That's what I'm trying to say, because maybe you feel stuck. Maybe you feel stuck in a certain situation, or maybe not stuck in the situation. For some of you may feel stuck in a situation, or stuck doing something you don't really want to do, or something like that. And maybe you need to reconsider your options and think about like, what do I actually need to release? Like, and what options are really out there for me? Because if I feel like I don't want to do this right here, what options are for me? So I do feel like this week is about considering your options, especially if you're not happy in a certain situation. Maybe for some of you it's a relationship, but maybe for some of you it's like you're not happy with some type of situation, and now is the time to start considering your options. Like, okay, what can I do to change the situation? Like, what do I need to release? Like, is it my certain thought patterns, or or some of you it could even just be you're just going through a purging period where you're just like, okay, I need to cleanse this and I need to cleanse that, stuff like that. So not cleanse this and cleanse that, but maybe you're like, I need to get rid of these clothes, and I need to get rid of these thoughts, or I need to, like, you're just maybe going through a period where you're just reflecting. You're reflecting and you're realizing like, okay, I probably need to release this. Okay, so let's go on and get into your cards. Wow, okay. So what's standing out to me as far as release goes, we have the Great Severing, which is almost like releasing. Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. So maybe for some of you guys, what needs to be reconsidered and released, it could be anger. It could be anger, like maybe you're realizing certain things that made you angry, or maybe over the past couple of weeks you're realizing like certain things that have made you angry, and now you're just going through a period of purging. Like I said, purging, releasing all those things that have made you mad. Because I feel like for the most part, air signs, I feel like you can really be, we'll say more so air moons. We'll say air moons, but we'll just say air signs, but mostly air moons. I think y'all sometimes are able to rationalize your emotions, so y'all are able to cope with things better than someone that is maybe super like emotional and they don't know how to cope with certain feelings and things like that. So, but I do think, yeah, there's certain memories that may be resurfacing, anger that may be resurfacing, and you're doing the work that needs to be done to release all of those feelings about what could have happened in the past, okay? Especially because softening to love, all right? So softening to love, I think the more you release the past, the easier it'll be for you to navigate in relationships, okay? So we also have a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. So when I look down at my little timer, it said 10:10. So I feel like you guys, yeah, you guys are releasing, you're purging. Wow, and I looked down, it was 10:01. Okay, so you guys are releasing, you're purging, and it's making room for something new. It's making room for something new. And when these difficult feelings come up, just keep holding the vision. Just know that, yeah, some of these difficult feelings will come up that make you question, like, what you're doing. Like, maybe thinking, like, I shouldn't be doing this. I don't know if I should be doing that, you know, things like that. But keep holding the vision. Whenever those difficult feelings come up that try to, like, make you not trust people or trust the universe or trust yourself, keep holding that vision, okay? Okay, so next to it is Messenger, serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. So I think it's very interesting because we got the Mars card here, and then we got this harmony and balance card. So I do feel like you are definitely working through some deep emotions, some of you guys, working through deep emotions, and it's only to bring you balance again, because maybe your emotions have been a little up and down, or like your thoughts been all over the place, or you yourself have been a little all over the place. But I do think maybe taking time to chill, slow down, rest and stuff like that will definitely help with like balancing your mind out again, because maybe your mind has just been really just all over the place. And which is funny because we even have earth pulsing, pulse of mother, slow down, time and nature. So I do think, yeah, there's a need to like slow down. Okay, slow down. Maybe some of you guys need to detox. Maybe detox from certain foods, or just detox from social media. Maybe take a detox drink or the tea or whatever. But I do feel like there's some type of unbalance here, or imbalance, and I think it's because certain emotions are resurfacing, or maybe if it's not even emotions, I think beliefs are resurfacing. Certain beliefs that you've held your whole life are resurfacing for you, okay? And now you're being asked to like slow down and ask yourself, like, where do these come from? Like, why do I have these certain thoughts, or why do these certain things trigger me? And I wonder if it's because we're heading into Scorpio season soon. We have Mercury in Scorpio right now. So I feel like as a collective, we're all questioning ourselves. Like, why do I act like this? Why do I do this? What is triggering these certain responses that I give to others, or that I have when certain things happen? You know, things like that. But I also do think slowing down to consider your options, because I was hearing that earlier, because I think, yeah, there's a need to explore your options. That's what I'm hearing. Explore your options. Okay. So So I didn't pick the right amount for these cards, but I guess this is what wanted to come out for you guys. So we have the Empress right under, oh, I didn't even talk about this card. We the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. And we have the Empress, but it's reversed right under it. And it's reversed. So it makes me think rebirth. I think there's a rebirth trying to happen here. I think there's like a rebirth trying to happen, but it's like, it's almost difficult. It's almost difficult because it's like, I think there's maybe certain beliefs you don't want to release, or there's certain habits that you aren't releasing, or maybe there's something spirit told you to do and you're not doing it, but there's some type of a rebirth trying to happen, but feel like it's being slowed down by something, but I think it's because there's a need to release, because we have what do you need to release as well. And yeah, with the Empress being reversed, I do think there's some type of not release, or there's like I think there's a habit or something that needs to be let go of. I think like it's a habit for some of you guys. It could be a habit. It could be like the self-talk. It could even be down to the certain foods you eat, like the certain foods where you know like I shouldn't eat this, but you eat it anyway. Or like you hang out with certain people that you know you probably shouldn't hang out with, or you dealing with some type of dude that you know you don't need to be dealing with, or something like that. But there's some type of change that's trying to happen, and this week Spirit is definitely going to be pointing out like that to make you realize like, dang, I probably should I need to let this go. Okay, so we also have Two of Pentacles, but it's reversed, and it came right under the new earth. Okay, and the fact that this is under here, and I said the thing about balance, and this is reversed, which is implying imbalance. So I do think there's some type of imbalance, but I wonder if it has to do with what I was saying about that new earth card, like some like difficult emotions that kind of throw you off balance, that maybe, or certain thoughts that you have that throw you off balance, that like maybe distract you from your vision, or maybe not even distract, but it makes you question your visions that you have set out to pursue. It makes you question it because of certain emotions or difficult feelings or thoughts that you've been having. I think it throws you off balance sometimes, and this week's Spirit is like, listen to me, like, let's not get off balance here, let's keep everything together. I'm sorry that it's gotten so light. The sun wants to come out again, and as you can see, the lighting has been changing ever since I've been doing this reading. So yeah, we also have Nine of Cups. So this is the wish fulfillment card, they like to say. The wish fulfillment card. I feel like once you release those thoughts and really work through those thoughts that kind of limit you at times, I feel like your wishes will be fulfilled, because I think there's something that you're trying to manifest, but it's like you need to release the anger, the certain emotions, the certain beliefs, things like that, or even like conflicts, because maybe it's like you've experienced some type of conflict within relationships. And yeah, I feel like when you finally forgive the past, because maybe you feel like, oh yeah, I did forgive the past, but did you? Because do you trust people? Do you trust people? You know what I mean? Like, do you think you would be able to have trust in another relationship if you got into one, if you're single? Or do you have a hard time trusting your partner? Do you have a hard time trusting the universe? Things like that. Okay, got a little too bright there once again. So as you can see, the lighting has been changing. So anywho, I was just saying that basically, with these things that have happened, I feel like it makes it hard for you to trust your partner if you have one, trust people in general at times, you know what I mean? Maybe even trust yourself. So I also think like inner conflict. You may experience a lot of inner conflict, like one thought saying, hey, you should do this. The other one's like, oh no, you should do this. And it's like a very much back and forth. And I feel like once you bring harmony and balance to your thoughts, yourself, you know what I mean? It'll help with fulfilling your wishes, okay? With your manifestations, because maybe you've been getting mixed results with your manifestations with certain things, and Spirit is like trying to get you back on balance, okay? Or maybe it could be for a lot of you guys overworking. For a lot of you guys, I feel like you've been overworking yourself. So that's for a certain few. Okay, so we also have Nine of Pentacles, but it's reversed, and it's right under the Earth Pulsing card. And this card has to do, one of the things this card has to do with is being in nature, gardening, like yeah, gardening, like learning about herbs and like self-care and things like that. So I do think a lot of you guys may have been overworking yourself, and Spirit is wanting you to attend to those difficult emotions you've been trying to like you just been trying to deal with, or not, or maybe suppress a little bit. And Spirit is wanting you to deal with those emotions, and also wanting you to take great care of your body, like your actual physical body. Like maybe you need to go get your hair done, go to the spa, go to the gym, go do some yoga, go, you know, something. But Spirit wants you to take better care of you, because I think that's gonna help you work through those difficult emotions, and also help you work through those difficult thoughts, because a lot of the times we just need a good release. We just need a good release when we're angry, we're frustrated, we're anxious. We just need a good release, and you could do that through art. You can do that through going to the gym. You could go do that through just a lot of different things. Okay, but I do think there's a need to attend to you, okay? Because maybe for some of you guys, you've been attending to other people, and Spirit wants you to tend to you, okay? Or tending to work, and Spirit's like, what about you, okay? So let's go ahead and talk about the 3 cards of affirmations I chose for each sign, okay? So the first card we have here for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mercury in Gemini, okay? We have, the moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. Wow. You know, I was just talking about the thoughts being all over the place. So let me say it again. The moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. So the next card is, when I'm connected, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mercury in Libra, okay? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mercury in Libra. So we have, when I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. Wow, okay? Let me say that again. When I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. So that is an affirmation for you, Libra. And then for Aquarius, yours is, happiness is my birthright. Happiness is my birthright. So yeah, this difficult feelings, I do think some of you guys are working through some difficult feelings, okay? Yeah, so that was your reading, air signs. If it resonated with you, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment also, let me know. And also hit that, not the subscribe, but the notification bell, so you're updated every time I drop something new. And yeah, I hope to see you in one of my other videos. All right, see you soon. Hello, 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 my beautiful, beautiful water signs. And the water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Okay, this reading is your week ahead for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mercury in Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. All right, so let's go ahead and get into your reading. Okay, so the first 2 cards that I picked out here basically talks about the themes of the week. So we have Ask Your Angels, interesting, and then we also have Don't Let Your Past Hold You Back, North Node. I mean, no, not North Node, South Node. Haha, haha. Okay, so with this card coming up, I feel like your theme for this week, I feel like is, especially with the Ask Your Angels, I wonder if, like, yeah, you're embarking on a new journey or something like that, and Spirit is kind of like forcing you out of your comfort zone, okay? And you're being forced out of your comfort zone. You're like, Spirit, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? And I feel like this week is the best week to contact your spirit guides, your ancestors, your angels, whatever, so that you can step out of your comfort zone. And I think there's certain cycles that happen in your life as well, and you need to ask your angels how to get out of those cycles, okay? How do you get out of those certain cycles in your life? Because maybe it's like yeah, you just, yeah, I think, yeah, for some of you, I just keep hearing cycles. Like, I feel like there's some of you that's like in a cycle of maybe giving too much and not giving enough to yourself, or maybe something with your career or with finances, or something along those lines where it's a cycle, or maybe even a cycle with your thoughts or something like that, where it's just like, oh, I got this, then one minute, the next minute you're like, do I have this? You know what I mean? So I feel like some of you are going through this like cycle kind of, and especially with this past, not letting your past hold you back. I think like Spirit is really calling you to stop doing things a certain way, and Spirit is wanting you to step out of your comfort zone. But anyway, let's see what these cards say. Oh wow. Okay. Okay, Spirit, you be talking. You be talking. You be talking. Okay. So, first card we have here is karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. So I wonder if you have fire in your chart, because I was kind of giving the same message to the fire signs, okay? So with the karmic relationships card, I feel like this week, notice the certain relationships that kind of get on your nerves. That kind of get on your nerves, like, look at them and just be like, and ask yourself, what part of myself is this attracting? You know what I mean? Because I feel like sometimes we tend to attract certain people that we don't like, and sometimes it can be because you're like, it's a part of yourself that maybe you're not addressing or something like that, or a part of you that's like similar that you don't like to pay attention to. But I do think there's a lot to be learned from relationships, okay? And I also feel like, because another card we have here is I'm sorry, defenselessness, righting past wrongs, uprooting. So I feel like with these two cards coming up, I feel like there needs to be forgiveness in relationships, okay? Or it could be that certain relationships in your life, you need to realize like how it's you being reflected to you, even if you don't realize it. Not everything though, not everything, but like think of the people that you're around the most that maybe there's conflict with them though, and just realize like, what is it about them that's similar to me that I'm not addressing, okay? Or it could be some type of conflict in relationships, where, because it's like, it's the I'm sorry card, and both of these cards have well, no, this card has something about conflict, but righting past wrongs, uprooting. So I just wonder if there may be some type of conflict in relationships, or there needs to be forgiveness when it comes to certain relationships, like your parents. I'm definitely hearing parents, because we have the fall into your arms card, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. So I wonder if because the reason why I asked that is because if you look on the card, it's a mother holding a baby. There's a mother holding a baby. So I wonder if there's some of you guys that really, really need to forgive your parents or authority figures in your life. And for some of you guys, I'm hearing forgiving them without them saying sorry. Like being able to move past this without them saying sorry to you. I think there's some of you guys that, are needing to move past certain slights that maybe certain family members have done. I keep hearing family members for you guys, or like certain things that certain people that have been close to you. I think it's time to forgive that, even if you don't necessarily become best friends with them again, or y'all are with each other all the time, like family wise or whatever. But I do think there's a need to forgive the past, forgive parents, forgive certain people in your family, forgive old friends, old lovers. You know, it's time to forgive them, okay? And also with the fall into my arms card, I definitely feel like for a lot of you guys, because the next card right here is surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, make joy, or make love to life. And the fact that Fall Into My Arms card has to do with surrender. I think that's very interesting. So I think there needs to be forgiveness in the relationship realm. And I was just saying this to the other, was it the water? No, this is the water sign, the fire signs. I was just talking about how there's a need to forgive when it comes, no, the air sign, my bad. But I feel like there's a need to forgive when it comes to relationships, because I think you've been through a lot when it comes to relationships. And I think Spirit wants you to surrender those feelings, those difficult feelings to them, okay, for healing and transmutation. Because I think sometimes you're really, really hard on yourself. Oh, sorry, I was hearing something, but I think you can be really, really hard on yourself sometimes for not for some reason. It could be because of relationships from the past. Maybe you need to forgive yourself for condoning certain things when it comes to relationships, friendships, or stuff like that. But I don't know, I just feel like Spirit is wanting you to forgive yourself, forgive others, and surrender to the sweetness of life. Because I think even though, you're here, you're living life, I think you're not always present. I don't think you're always present because maybe you're always thinking about the past, or you're anxious about the future. Okay, so yeah. We also have loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. So I feel like with this card coming up, I do feel like for this week, you'll be exploring certain difficult emotions, like, or maybe exploring, kind of like what I was saying, exploring like what certain traits you have that's maybe within people that you just don't care for. Okay, I think you're going to be doing a lot of reflecting, or maybe even reflecting on like how you've gotten in your own way a lot of the times, and maybe you felt like it was a job that got in your way, or like a person that got in your way, or like certain emotion, or not emotions, but certain situations that got in the way of making things happen. Or as far as like maybe you want to start your own business, or there's something that you've been really wanting to do, and you've been like, oh well, this is in the way, that is in the way, this is in the way, and now you're gonna start realizing like, dang, I'm in my own way. Okay, I think you're gonna start realizing that this week, like, damn, I am in my own way. That's what's stopping, that's what's holding me back. Because we have the don't let the past hold you back. And I think that's a past way of thinking, where you're like, oh, this person did this, so that's why I'm this way, or this happened and that's why I'm this way, and this happened and that's why I'm that way. And it's like, bruh, like, you only have you to blame, you know what I mean? And I don't mean that to sound harsh. I mean it in like a, now like, dang, I'm getting in my own way, let me get out of my way. Okay, so yeah, so let's see. Okay, so we got the last few cards for the collective water sign reading. We have the Ace of Pentacles, and it came right under the karmic relationships card. So I feel like for some of you guys, and I was saying this to the earth signs, so I think maybe some of you guys have earth in your chart as well, but this is a good week to collaborate, okay? Or like, there could be an opportunity to work with people that you really love, that feel like a soulmate almost. Yeah, and you guys could make some money together, I feel like. Or maybe someone will introduce you to an opportunity, or it could be some people hitting you up like, hey, I got an opportunity that you'd be great for. Or maybe someone hitting you up like, hey, I just thought of this idea, can you help me with it? But I do think like some type of collaboration thing may be happening for you as far as finances, business, money goes, So Temperance reversed, it came right under the I'm sorry card. So with the Temperance card, every time I watch a reader do a reading and they talk about the Temperance card, they talk about how it's the Alchemist card. So I do think with a lot of these things that went wrong, because we have righting past wrongs, with all this stuff that went wrong in your past, I feel like you need to turn that into something. You need to turn it into something, like transform it into motivation, transform it into things to teach others, like things that you know how you, like, you've made mistakes maybe with business, or you've made mistakes with forgiving other people you shouldn't have forgiven, or you've made mistakes with, I don't know, you've made mistakes in life, or people have played you, or, you know, just there's things that have happened with you. But I think you need to transform that into wisdom, of course, transform into wisdom and discernment, but also like channel that energy into something. You know, channel that energy into something, like, let's say, for example, I'm just using an example, but let's say you've experienced people trying to attack you spiritually. This is just an example. Maybe for some of you guys this is real, but maybe you've experienced people trying to attack you spiritually or something like that. And now you know, like, oh, people be trying to do this. Let me protect my energy. And you start learning about the ways to protect your energy, such as using candles, such as saging yourself, such as putting tourmaline, black tourmaline in your house, you know, things like that. You took that bad situation and you turned it into something. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Like, turning these difficult situations, these difficult feelings that you've experienced, or you're currently experiencing, or negative things that you've experienced in the past, turn it into something, like a way to teach people or help people or just better yourself. Okay, so this is funny because we got the Two of Cups here reversed, and the Temperance card has 2 cups on it as well. So I definitely think there's like an alchemist thing going on here, where you need to turn lemons into lemonade, as they like to say. Okay, but with it being reversed, I think there's like some imbalance here. There's definitely some imbalance, and it could be between the divine and masculine and feminine aspects of yourself. And we did talk about polarity cards, okay, or polarity on the 1 card. So I do think there's some balance that needs to happen. There needs to be some balance taking place, not balance taking place, but like there could be too much working and not enough like resting, or like too much resting and not working. Okay, there's some type of balance. There's some type of balance that you need to find here. But I also wonder if this has to do with broken relationships, because we got the karmic relation card and the I'm sorry card. So I'm wondering if for some of you guys, if this has to do with like forgiving past relationships, moving on without them even saying sorry. Because there could be some of you guys that are experiencing like some fallouts, or you have experienced some fallouts, and some people they feel like they didn't do nothing wrong. So moving past that without them having to say sorry, like, you know. So we also got 8 of Swords reversed, and it's right next to the 8 of Pentacles reversed. So with those cards being reversed, I feel like, because it was right under the Surrender to the Sweetness card, and then the Loosen Your Grip, Coping Mechanisms, Density, Addiction. So I feel like, well, first of all, these cards both have to do with stepping out of your comfort zone. And what I'm picking up with this, especially with this saying don't let your past hold you back, what I'm picking up is that I think in the past you've overworked yourself. You've overdone things, and Spirit is wanting you to like loosen your grip and surrender to the sweetness of life. And maybe that's something you don't do. You just kind of work and drain yourself. Or it could be that you've been thinking a certain way, and Spirit is like, step out of that. Step out of how you've been thinking about yourself, how you've been thinking about money, how you've been thinking about career, how you've been thinking about just everything. Spirit is wanting you to step out of that. Like, it's time to step out of those old paradigms. I think that's what I'm sensing, like an old paradigm that you're still kind of stuck in, even though you need to move on. You need to move on, because we can't change the past. All we can do is take the future, not the future, the present, and use that to transform our future. You know what I mean? But don't allow yourself to be stuck in this old paradigm where maybe you were struggling, you didn't like anyone because you couldn't trust anybody and life was terrible. Maybe that's not for all of you guys, but I do think you're stuck in an old paradigm where it's things not going your way and you just feel a little stuck. Okay, and it's time to shift from that old paradigm. Okay, so now we're going to talk about affirmation cards, and I'm pulling one for each sign. So one for Cancer, one for Scorpio, and one for Pisces. So the first card for affirmation card for Cancer is, when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. Wow. Okay. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. Haven't we been talking about surrendering? Like, 2 other cards had surrender on there. That's crazy. So ask your angels. I think it goes back to asking your angels, because I think you've been trying to move in a certain direction. The Spirit's like, if you would just listen. If you would just listen to me, okay? Just listen to me. So we have, in any moment, no freaking way. No way. We got, in any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love. Oh wait, and this is for, I forgot to say, this is for Scorpio. Okay, this is for Scorpio, I'm sorry. But it's just crazy, because the next card we have here is, in any moment I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. So we got the Ask Your Angels card. This goes right back to it. So let me say it again. In any moment I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. That's crazy. So the next card, no, Spirit, you need to stop it. Okay, you need to stop it, Spirit. The next card for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury in Pisces, and I forgot to say that's for all the cards as well, for Sun, Moon, or Rising, Venus, or Mercury in those signs. So we got, the moment I embrace my peace within and surrender, the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. This is crazy. The moment I embrace my peace within and surrender, the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. Now this is crazy. This is crazy. All of these cards said surrender on it, and there's 2 cards on here having to do with surrender. That's crazy. Okay, let me go on and get out of here. If this reading resonated with you, please leave a comment. Okay, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button, okay, and also hit that notification bell so you're updated every single time I drop a new video. Okay, I hope you have a great rest of the week, and I will talk to you again soon.